This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 17 in the Hebrew. Wa Yahweh Amar Ha Makasa Anya Ma Abraham Ashar Anya Aisha. Verse 18. Wa Abraham Hayawa Yahaya Lagawoya Wa I Tazawum Wana Barakwa Bawa Kal Goyaya. Verse 19. Kaya Ya the Ithia Ya the Ithia wa Lama'ain Ashar Ya Tazawa Ath Banyawa Wa Ath Bayathwa Akaryawa Wa Shamarwa the rock Yahweh La Aishawath Tazadaka Wa Mashapat La Ma'ain Haba'aya Yahweh Al Abraham Ath Ashar Debar Aliyawa. And verse 20. Waya Amar Yahweh Za Aikwath Saddam Wa I Mara Chaya Rabah Waka Ta'atham Kaya Kabada. Verse 21. Arada Na'a Wa Ara'ah Ha Ka Taza Aikwath Ha Ba'a Aliyah Aishawa Kala Wa'am La'a Ada'aith. Verse 22. Wayapunwa Mashum Ha Anashium Wayalakwa Sadama Wa Abraham I wad Nawa Imad Lapunya Yahweh. Verse 23. Wayagash Abraham Waya Amar Ha'ap Tazadayak Aim Rashai. Verse 24. Awalia Yash Amashiam Salakia Ha Amashiam Kamashiam Tazayadakum Bathawaka, Ha'ayar, Ha'ap, Thasapa, Wala'ah, Thasha'ah, Lamaquam, Lama'ain, Kamashium, Hatazayadakum, Ashar, Bakoraba. That's 7. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 17 in the English. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do? Verse 18, seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him. And they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him. Verse 20, and the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous. Verse 21, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which has come unto me. And if not, I will know. Verse 22. And the men turned their faces from thence and went toward Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before the Lord. Verse 23. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou destroy the righteous with the wicked? That's the 7. Yeah, that's the 7. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so we go to the Hebrew now, 24. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 24 in the Hebrew. Awalia, Yash, Kamashium, Tazayadakum, Bathawak, Ha'ayar, Ha'ap, 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 Thasapa, Wala'ah, the Sha'ah, Lamaquawam, Lama'ain, Kamashium, Tazadakium, Ashar, Bakaraba. Verse 25, Kolola, Laka, Ma'aishath, Karabar, Hazah, Laha, Mayath, Tazayadak, no, Tazadayak, Aim, Rashai, Wahaya, Tazayadak, Karashai, Kolola, Laka, Hashapat, Kal, Ha'aratazar, La'ah, Ya'aisha, Mashapat. Verse 26. Waya Amar, Yahweh Amataza'ah, Basadam, Kamashium, Tazadayakum, Bathawak, Ayar, Wanasha'athia, Lakal, Hamakwawum, Salakia, Ba'ai Bawarum. Verse 27. Waya Ain, Abraham, Waya Amar, Hana, Na'a, Hawa Alathia, Ladabar, Al, Adunya, Wa Anakia, Ipar. So out there. Nakia, Wa Anakia, Ipar, Wa Ipar. Verse 28. Awalia, Yakam Masarawan. Masawawan. Hold on, let me try to get this one. Ya Kasar one. Kasar one. Kasar one. Kamashium. Ha Taza Dayakum. Kamasha. Hatha Shaftia. Ba Kamasha. Ath Kal Ayar. Waya Yamar. Waya Amar. La'a Ashak Kayaf Amat Taza'a Sham Arabayim Wakamasha. 49 should be the last. Okay. I started 24. 30. Kind of one cut. Verse 29. Wayasap Iwad Ladabar Aliyawa Waya Amar Aliyawa Yamat Taza Awan Shum Arabayim Waya Amar La'a Aisha the Iba War Arabayim. Verse 30. Wayamar al Na'a Yakar La Adunya Wa the Bara Awalia Ya Mataza Awan Shum Shalashim Waya Amar La'a Aisha Amataza'a Shum Shalashim. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 24 in English. Peradventure, there be 50 righteous within the city, wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein. Verse 25. That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, that the righteous should be as the wicked. That be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? Verse 26. And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake. Verse 27. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes. Verse 28. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. Verse 29. And he spake unto him yet again and said, peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake. Verse 30. And he said unto him, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak peradventure there shall be 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there.
Right.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Hana, Na'a, Hawa Alathia, La Debar, Al Adunya, Awalia, Yamataza Awan, Shem, Aisharium, Waya Amar, La'a, Ashakayath, Ba'aiba War, Ha'aisharium. Verse 32. Waya Amar al Na'ah, Yakar, La Adunya, Wa Adabara, Aka, Hapa'aim, Awalia, Yama Taza'awa, no, Salaki, Wa Ma Taza'awan, Shem, Aishara, Waya Amar La'a, Asha Kayath, Ba'aiba War, Ha, Aishara. Verse 33. Wayalak, Yahweh, Ka'ashar, Kala, La Debar, Al, Abraham, Wa Abraham, Shab, Lama Kwamwa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Ba'awa, Shunya, Hamala Akayam, Sadama, Ba'irab, Walawat, Yashab, Basha'ar, Sadam, Wayara'ah, Lawat, Wayaquam, La Kora'atham, Waya Shatak, Waya Shatak, Waya Shatakwa, Apayam, Arataza. Verse 2. Wayamar Hana, Na'a, Adunya, Sawarwa, Na'a, Al, Bayath, Iba Dakam, Walayanwa, Wa. Okay, I'm gonna start it over. Wayamar Hana, Na'a, Adunya, Sawarwa, Na'a, Al, Banya, Ibadkum, Wa, Layanwa, Wa, Rakatazawa, Regalia come, Waha Shap, Waha Shap, Kamatham, Wa Halakatham, wa the Rakakum, Salaki, la the Rakakum, wa ya Amarwa, la Akaya, ba Rakawab, Salaki, na Layawa. Verse 3. Waya Patazar Ma'ad Waya Sarwa Aliyawa Waya Ba'awa Kal Payafwa Waya Aish Laham Ma Shafa Wama Tazawa Apa Waya Akolwa. Verse 4. Iram Yashakabwa wa Anya wa Anashia Ayar Anashia Saddam Nasabwa Al Habayath Man Na'ar Wa'id Zakwan Kal Ha'im Makwataza. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 31 in the English. And he said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, peradventure there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20. Verse 32, and he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but once, but this once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there. He said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. Verse 33, and the Lord went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, Salaki. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. Verse 2, and he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abode in the street all night. Verse 3, and he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But, verse 4, Salakia, but before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round both old, Salakia, so the men of Sodom compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. They had the old dudes out there too, old Leviticus cats was out there. That's kind of funny to me. Okay. This is crazy. Okay, that's it. So now this is the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 5. Waya Qara'awa al Lawat, Waya Amarwa, Lawa, Aya, Ha Anashium, Ashar, Ba'awa, Al Yaka, Halayala, Hawa, Tazaya Aum, Tazaya Wam, Hawa, Tazaya Alianwa, or Alianawa, Wana, the I, Athum. Verse 6. Wayataza'a alahum lawat ha pathaka waha dalath cigar akariawa. Verse 7. Wayamar al na'a akia paraiwa. Verse 7. No, much lucky. Verse 6. I'm sorry, I skipped verse 6. I got to read verse 6. Waya taza'a alahum lawat hapa the ka la the laugh cigar akiawa. Verse 8. I read 7. Hana na'a laya shafia panawath ashar la'a yada aiwa ayash awa taza ya'ah na'a athahan aliyakam wa aishawa lahan katawab ba'ai yanayakam rakwa or rock la anashium ha'al al the aishawa the bar kaya al khan ba'awa batazal quadrathia. Verse 9. Waya amarwa nash hala'a waya amarwa ha akad ba'a baga war waya shapat shapawat aita narai laka mahum waya patazarwa ba'ayash balawat balawat. What was that? Balawat. Aita lara'ai laka mahum waya patazarwa ba'ayash balawat ma'ad waya gashwa lashabar hadalath. Verse 10. Waya shalakwa ha'anashium ath yadum waya baya awa ath lawat aliyahum abayatha wa'ath hadalath sagarwa. 11 should be that. Calm. Sound great. Okay. Verse 11. Wa'ath ha'anashium ashar pathak habayath hakwa Basana Warium, Makwatan, Wa'aid, Darawol, Wayala'awa, Lamataza'a, Apathak. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 5 in English. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. Verse 6, and Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him. And he said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Verse 8, behold, now I have two daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. Verse 9, and they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will need to be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them.
That's spirit, man. It just remind me of America, man, because the spirit that they push with that LGBTQ community it's a very strong, aggressive spirit, man. It's very strong and aggressive, and it's like they make you embrace it, in just every aspects of life. Teaching it to our children in the school, we got to listen to it in song. They have, national days that we have to acknowledge. It's like that spirit of like just Sodom and Gomorrah, where like you just have no choice. You have no choice but to just let us abuse you. You know what I mean? Let us infiltrate your mind and let us make you become one of us. That's the whole point of it.
So, lucky.
Please
Remember, General Hyman was talking about a maker.
Yeah.
So they have a maker, somebody that made them. So now they want to make you
Right.
like a vampire.
Or make you just like them.
Yeah.
Like you need fixing. They look at you like something wrong with you because you don't want to embrace this lifestyle. Hey, it's sick, man. It's sick. Imagine a crackhead looking at you like, man, you don't want to smoke dope, man? Right? What's wrong with this lifestyle? What, are you better than me? Like, just imagine that. That's how that spirit is, in my opinion. Like, it's very aggressive, man. Very aggressive, and it's like you have to acknowledge. They don't even let people just. You can barely even be neutral. It's like you gotta just take a side. Even civilians, it's to the point where it's infiltrated so much into like the psychology, like of our minds. Even like when we speak ill about it, people that I talk to that don't even live that lifestyle will fight against it. No, you can't talk about them like that. No, they just it's terrible, man. It's bad. But I just want to bring that up. That's like that's a spirit that just remind me of just how aggressive it is, and just how they make you like embrace them. You know what I mean?
So like I said, like the scripture said, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man. That's exactly what we're talking about right here. America has become that right before our eyes. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. Verse 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 12 in the Hebrew. Waya Amarwa, Anashiam, Al, Lawat, Aid, Maya, Laka, Paha, Kathan, Waba Nayaka, Waba Nathiaka, Wakal, Ashar, Laka, Ayar, Hawataza'a, Man, Hamakwawum. Verse 13. Kaya Masha Kata Masha Kathium. Anak Nawa. Ath Hamakwawum. Hazakaya Gadala Taza Iquam Taza Iquam Aquathum Ath Panya Yahweh Waya Shalak Nawa Yahweh Lasha Kata. Verse 14. Waya Taza Awa Waya Taza Salakia Lawat Waya Dabar Al Kafan Yawa La Quafia Bana Bayawa Banafi. Okay, Banafia was the word. Waya Amar Kwawamwa Taza Awa Man Ha Makwawam Haza Kaya Mashakafia Mashakaya Yahweh Af Ha'ayar Wayahaya Kamatazakak La Ayanaya Katanyawa. Verse 15. Wayakamwa Hashakar Allah Ila Salakia Waya Ayatazawa Ha Malakayam Balawat La Amar Kwam Kwak Af Ashafaka Waya Af Shafia Banathiaka Ha Namataza Af Pun Hasapar Ba'aiwan Ha Ayar. Verse 16. Waya the math. Waya the Mahama. Waya Kazakwa. Anashium Bayadwa La Bayad Ashathwa Wabayad Shapia Banathiawa Bakam Malath Yahweh Al Yawa Waya Taza Athwa Waya Taza Ahawa Waya Naka Waya Na Kahawa Ma Kawataza La Ayar. Verse 17. Wa Yahaya Ka Hawa Tazaya Atum Ha Kawataza Waya Amor Hamalat Al Napashaka Al Tabayat Akariaka Wa Al the Imad Bakal Hakakar Ha Hara Ha Malat Pun Hasapa Dasapa. Verse 18. Wayamar Lawat Alaham Al Na'a Adunya 19 left. Verse 19. Hana na'a mataza'a ibadaka kan ba'ayanayaka watha gadal kasadumka ashar ashiyah Amadya Laha Kayawath Af Napashia Wa Anakia La Awakal La Hamalat Ha Hara Pun Da the Baquanya. The Quanya Harai Wamathia. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 12 in English. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. Verse 13, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. Verse 14, and Lot went out and spake unto his son-in-law, which married his daughter, and said, up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his son-in-law. They thought he was playing. They're going to find out. Verse 15, and when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of this city. You know, so those other daughters who married those other sons, they're in trouble. Verse 16, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. So he didn't want to leave. He was a little reluctant. He was sitting around. He didn't want to move. Them angels grabbed him up. Now, yo, we got to go now. So they got out of it. Verse 17. And it came to pass, they had brought them forth, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. Verse 18, and Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord. Verse 19, behold now, thy servant hath found a place in thy sight. Behold, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 20 in the Hebrew. Hana na'a ha'ayar hawa'af no haza'af kwaraba lanawum shema wahaya'a mataza'ar amalata na'a shema Allah hala'a mataza'ar hawa'a wathafia Napashi. Verse 21. Wayama aliyawa hana. Na sha'athia. Panyaka. Gum. La debar. Hazah. La balathia. Apakia. Ath. Ha ayar. Ashar. Dabarath. Verse 22. Mahar. Amalat. Shama. Kaya la'a. Awakal. La Aishawath. The bar I Ba'aka. Shema. Al. Khan. Quara'a. Shum. Ha Ayar. Tazo Wa'ar. Verse 23. Hashemash. Yataza'a Al. Ha'arataza. Wa. Lawat. Ba'a. Taza'ara. Taza'ira. Verse 24. Waya Hawa'a. No. Waya Haiwa. Hama Tayar. Al. Saddam. Wa Al. Imara. Gaparia. Wa'ath. Ma'ath. Yahweh. Mun. Hasha. Hashamyam. Verse 25. Wayahapak. Av. Ha'ariam. Ha'al. Wa'ath. Kal. Hakakar. Wa'ath. Kal. Yashabia. Ha'ariam. Watazamak. Ha'adama. Ha'adama. Verse 26. Watabat. Ashatwa. Ma'a. Karyawa. Wathathia. Natazayab. Malak. This is the book we did from 20 to 26. This is the book of Genesis chapter 19 and verse 20 in English. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. It is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It is not a little one. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. So he doesn't want to, if I may, sir, he doesn't want to go into the mountain. So he see another little town. He wants to go there because he don't think that he could make it up to the mountain, you know? But he's going to find out what the Lord told him. Verse 22. Haste. Verse 21. He said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. Verse 23, the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. And then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. Verse 25, and he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the city. that which grew upon the ground. Everything got burnt up. Grass, everything. Verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind, and she became a pillar of salt. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 27 in Hebrew. Isupk Durham Baba Kwa Al Hama Kwawum Ashar Imad Sham Ap Punya Yahweh. Verse 28. Waya Shakwat Al Punya Saddam Wa Imara Wa Al Kal Punya Aratazar Hakakar Waya Ra'a Wahana Al Ayla Kwayatar Aratazar Bakwayatar Bakwayat Salakia Kakwayatar Hakabashwa. Verse 29. Waya Haya Bashakat Al Yaham Ab Arya Hakakar Waya Zakar Alahayim Ab Abraham Waya Shalak Ab Latawab Ma the Wad Ha Apakat Bahapar Ab Ha Ario Ashar Yashab Bahan Lawat. Verse 30. Waya'al Lawat Mataza Wa'ar Wayashab Bahar Washatia Banathia Wa. I'm a wa or I'm wa. Haya Yara'a La Shabbat Bataza Wa'ar Wayashab Bama Ira Hawa'a Washatia Banathia Wa. Watha Amar Haba Kayara Al Mataza Ayara Abayanwa Zakwan Wa Ayash Ayan Kal Ha'arataza. Verse 32. Laka Nashakwat Af Anakiawa Yayan La Nashakaba I'm wa Wana Haya Ma Abi Renna Zara. Okay. 33. Yes. Verse 32. Verse 32. Laka Nashakwa Nakiana Yayan Wana Shakaba I'm wa Wana Haya Ma Abiyanawa Zariah. This is the book of Genesis. Verse in Genesis 19 and 26 in English. So, okay, so we can stop at 32. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. Verse 29, and it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his two daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and dwelt in a cave, he and his two daughters. Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. So these two sisters now have put the thought in their mind that the whole earth is destroyed and they're the only ones left. Verse 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
Yeah, so we can clip it right there. Right when the story was getting interesting. Right? The Lord Allah will pick up next week at the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 33. Right? Pick up 19 and verse 33. Keep reading the story a lot. And then we'll see what happens and what these daughters decide to do with their father, right? So keep diving into this history, keep learning who we are and who the people are on this face of the earth. So 1 second. Yeah, 1933, right? So all right. So just up here, Amadium. Individual, gird thyself, prepare to store. How about you? How about yeah? Yeah. So Madium, which means to stand. Wapanyak means rise and face the east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabashamayim,
Shabashamayim,
Padash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Ayah,
Shemka,
Ka,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Malakwaka,
Malakwaka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'a,
Batazayaka,
Zayaka,
Hayah,
Ayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'arataza,
Ba'arataza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Ayah,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathan Lenawa,
Nathanawa,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Cow,
Cow,
Yawum,
Yawam,
Wasalak Nawa,
Wasalak Nawa,
Kabawat Nawa,
Kabawat Nawa,
Kasalak Nawa,
Wasalak Nawa,
Kabawat Yanawa,
Kabawat Yanawa,
Wala'ah,
Wala,
Tabi'aya Nawa,
Tabi'ay Nawa,
Banasaya 1,
Banasaya 1,
a ball,
Ball,
Awashaya Nawa,
Awashai Nawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rai,
Rai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwith,
Malakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Wahathaparit,
Watapara,
La'ai Walamium,
Iwalonium,
Aman.
Aman. In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread,
daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts
forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our
as
debtors.
we forgive our debtors,
And lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power, and the glory,
glory,
forever. So be it.
prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shah,
Baba Kashah,
Baba Kashah,
Nathan Lenawa,
Thundanawa,
Hakak,
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 La Para'ah,
La Pa'ah,
Cow Makala,
Kal Makala,
Wakal Madawa,
Kal Madawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Tahar,
Tahar,
Ha,
Ha,
Matazarayam,
Tadarayim,
Hakak,
Hakak,
La Hakwiyam,
La Hakwiyam,
Hamathium,
Hamathium,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Al,
Al,
Rarakawat,
Wakawa,
Hatama'ala,
Tama Allah,
Lagarashan,
Agar Shun,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shah,
the Wada Aman.
the Wada Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power, the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Allahayim?
Why Alahayim?
What the Zabayah?
Tazabia.
Allah Wapyahana.
Alawapyana.
Allah Wapium.
Alawapyam.
Hasaranyum.
Hasaranyam.
Hakotazayanyum.
Hakutazayayam.
Hakoyoyoyum.
Hakoyayoyam.
Wahagwatian.
Wahagwatyan.
Yahweh.
Awa.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. Bless you, Yahweh, and Michael, and the angels. So like a Commander General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha,
Aisha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahaharium,
Ahaharium,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Izaria,
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 Ma'aim,
Ma'aim,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Mayam,
Wa'arataza,
Wa'arataza,
Aliyatun,
Aliyatun,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Galka,
Golka,
Alyanawam,
Alyanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Ana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashun,
Yayashun,
Shawamor,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Aliyad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamat,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayara,
Balayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Yashamarka,
Shamarka,
Makal Rai,
Kaurai,
Yashamor,
Yashamar,
Atnapashka,
Atnapashka,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Yashamor,
Yashamar,
Tazaatka,
Kazaaka,
Wawaatka,
Wabuaka,
Mayata,
Mayata,
Wa'aid, Iwalam.
Aida Walam. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al-Dami alakar, al-Takarash, al Tashakwat, al Kaya, Hana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, al-Imaka, Yairayamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yahadwa, Aliyaka, Baraya, Yakarathwa, Aholya, Arawam, Yashemai, Alayam, Mawa'abba, Hagarium, Labal, I'm a one, I'm a lot, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Dam Ashawar, Nawawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerawa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Zara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Wayashwan, Nashamatwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, Adama, Sayatamwa, Nada, Yabmawa, Ka'arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kalnasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Sayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Kaash, Tabiaira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Dalahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Panyaham, Wayabaholwa, Aid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Dayawa, Kayata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labatka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Ha'aratazar.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make it tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They are taking crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. that have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, mind you, turn and face the men of Israel. We give the teacher one courtesy.